Alrighty, everybody. We're gonna do something fun today. The brakes on the Subaru. I was gonna do suspension. We have the control arms, but we're still missing our shocks. So hopefully they are delivered tomorrow or later today, and probably gonna have to do them Thursday after work. So if you give me a minute, I'm gonna get checked in, and then I'll pull into the bay, and then we will begin all the fun. And I'll tell you step by step in my own way how to do everything. We're gonna try to keep it condensed and cut. So if we're doing the front brakes, I'll tell you what to do for the front brakes on both sides, but we'll do one side at a time. And then we will do the rear brakes, which we'll probably do those first. But we'll see you in just a second as I'm driving in. We are pulling in. We get bay number. Surprise, we're in bay number 3 and we're a couple inches off the ground. Not really. Okay, so we're gonna get this thing raised up so that we're within eyesight or just a little bit off the ground. We need a okay, so I found it. It is a 20 millimeter socket. We'll get this thing off the ground a little bit higher, and we will get the wheels off on the front, the back, everything, and put them on the ground. And I'll see you guys in just a second. And make sure when you're taking the wheels off, you do it in a star pattern, just like you would put them on. So just go diagonal to each crossbar. All right, 1 second. All right, so get this on. It does not want to undo itself. Somebody really got this thing on there. This is gonna be all right. So we had to drop it down again on the ground because somebody really reefed these on. Maybe they're just torqued, I don't really know. But I'm gonna loosen up each side so that we can get them off, and then raise it up, and then we'll get the air tool to do the rest of the work for us. See, some of these are really easy, but like this one, just make sure you're torquing things correctly, or else you won't get your wheels off. See, this one, it's a little tight. All right. And I should be using the actual tool, but I figured I'd get the one that was the easiest to access, and then we'll get it off the ground and get to work. All right. I got Megan, the Prius driver here, as the camera operator. Oh man. And she's gonna help where she can. All right, one more to go. Well, that was easier. It's like somebody really like bolted down some of them, and then the other ones, not so much. Yeah, this one's way easier. All right, pause. Oh, can't lose those. This thing isn't really doing shit. All right, here we go. Okay. It's because I didn't have it all the way flicked over to the side. Yeah, it's 10 times better. Okay. All right, and just like this, we'll go all the way around and get all the other ones off. All right, all the wheels are off, as you can see on the ground. All 4 of the corners, got the bolts, whatever. I'm gonna raise it up a little bit higher, just so that I can get into the area with the brakes. And then we should be able to get started. We're gonna do the rears first, and then we're gonna do the front. All right, so back here, you're gonna have to, this bolt right here, and then this bolt right here, 14 mil, we're gonna take those off. It's gonna be kind of easy. This will get this thing out of the way, which is the caliper itself. And then once we get that out of the way, I'll get to the next step and I'll tell you what's going on. All right, so we got the caliper off. I'm kind of resting it over here out of the way. Just kind of tuck it up here on the knuckle, whatever. I had to use this gear wrench to get the bottom one off because it's kind of a small space. But we're gonna do the same thing. We have to kind of feed the to get off the this one here, we're gonna have to feed the extension through the hole, and then we should be able to do the top one as well and get that one off on the other side. And then we'll work on getting this rotor off and go from there. Closer. All right, so we got these brake pads here. We can pull them out. There's a little clip on the bottom one over here. It doesn't want to let me get it out. So these actually look like they're like still pretty new, but it's super rusty. So I just kind of toss them. Oh, I broke it, that's fine. And then these are the rear ones. So it has a little clip on the bottom. These are always gonna be here. I guess it would be the inward ones. So make sure when you're putting the new ones on, you're gonna put these on the inside. So we can toss that one as well. And we'll, all right. So we have the brake clips from where the pads were. We're gonna take off these old ones, and then we're gonna clean it with the wire brush, which I believe is still in the car, so I have to get it out real quick. But we're gonna clean off the little areas in here with some brake cleaner, and then we're gonna go in here, take it apart, check the status. These still look like they're good, but we're gonna clean off the stuff and put some new grease in there so that it's all brand new. So Megan will do that in the background, and we'll show you guys that in a minute. All right, so we got one of the rotors here, and we also got some parts. So these are gonna be the new little clip pieces that'll put the pads in. I'm gonna bring these over here. Because nobody's here, we're gonna use this table here. And what we'll do, there's nothing on here, but I gotta be really careful. I'll put this on the little plastic stuff. I'm gonna take the thing and I'll let Megan take over. She's gonna help out here. So I need you to spray this area, and then you have the brush, right? We're gonna open, you gotta cut the clip off with the brush. Give me 1 second. All right, so we put the new clips in, and we're gonna work on getting this ugly boy out of here. And we're gonna get this shiny guy over here, and it should be pretty good. Really excited. Looks awesome, doesn't it? drilled and slotted from R1 Concepts. This is the E-line. So yeah. All right, so what we're gonna do is take a little bit of this anti-seize. We're gonna put it around here just to make sure that next time if we need to get the rotors off, that it should be okay. Also recommend scrubbing and cleaning these off. I only gave it a light cleaning, but that's why you can see like the little coloration of like some rust in the anti-seize stuff. But luckily, the rotors came off pretty easy on this corner, so hopefully we have the similar stuff on the other side. All right, I've never used this kind of depressor, but essentially what you want to do is you want to push that cup back into the hole as slowly as you can so that it becomes flush. I can't even...
Now you gotta reverse the direction to get it back out.
I don't think it's all the way in. I don't know. Feels like there should be a little bit more.
No, it's all the way. Almost. Oh yeah. Yeah, it's pretty.
Okay. So you got to slowly compress it. That way you can get the thing back inside, and then when we get everything put back on, the new pads don't get in the way. So we're gonna put everything back together. We got the new thing. We're gonna put that back on the spot. The new clips, everything has been cleaned out. So remount this thing, and then we're going to remount the caliper after we put the new pads in. All right, so we got the first one on. Now we just got to reattach the caliper after we put these new pads on, and we should be good. Now make sure when you're putting them on that the one with the little clip is always going to go in the back here, and then the other one that goes in the front will go over here. So get back to you guys in just a minute. We'll show you that. All right, so we got them put in here. Just make sure that when you're putting in, the curved side is going to go as if it's wrapping up, and then the front side will pop in just like was. This back side will have a little clip just like before, and then you should just be able to fit this thing over the top. You can compress these guys here. Then we can work on getting this thing back on here. All right, I'll get you guys in just a minute. All right, so as you can see, we got it all on here. The brakes are a little tight right now, so what we're gonna have to do is pump it up, and then it should hopefully do what it needs to so that it's not all rubbing against it too much. I don't know, I feel like I should have compressed it more, but the guy said it was fine. And I feel like the one that has the little hydraulic pump where you do this is 10 times easier to do, because I need it to be like flush with the hole and not like just above it. All right, so everything we just did, we're gonna go over here to the other side and do the same thing, and hopefully we won't run into any issues, and we'll get it done faster because we won't be taking breaks to record. So I'll see you guys in just a second, and once I get it done, we'll button it up and I'll move to the front. All right, so now we're gonna go do to the front. We have the 14 mil again. We can come over here and start releasing these guys. I'm going the completely wrong direction, so 1 second. This is gonna be the caliper itself. It's just as easy as it was before. Actually, it's easier in the front. So we got both of these, and then we just undo them. And the thing that we need to pay attention to is, don't aim it at me. Over here, there's like a little flat part. So when we put this back on, this groove and this groove need to stay flat. so that when we're taking it back off or whatever, it's pretty easy. So we take the 14 to get these off right here, and then it's a little bit bigger in the front, so I'll use a pry bar and I'll pop it off, and then I'll put it up here and hang it out of the way. See if they have a caliper hanger for me. Just like all the other sides, we have the pads that I just took off.
This is kind of like the only thing we really have, like to zip tie.
Just zip tie it? Oh man.
I personally have.
You know, the inside ones will still have this clip, and of course these are bigger because of the front. I mean, these are pretty much brand new. It seems like, look at that. They're meaty and chunky, but who cares? We got new rotors and we're gonna put new pads on. So yeah, and we do the same thing. We just take this off and then we're gonna do all the cleaning like we did before, just to get all the new clips and stuff on as well. So yeah. All right, so sometimes you're gonna run into this issue. So we got some PB Blaster or some penetrating stuff so that it will break apart all of the rust that's kind of corroded and sitting on there. Let it sit for a minute, which we've had it out for like a minute or two. And what you want to do is there it goes. You see that? How it kind of broke free? Now it's off. We just have to get it off of the thingy. And then we'll put the new one on. All right, so we got the new rotor. We're gonna fit it in and push it down. We got the anti-seize on the bottom after we scrubbed it clean. Find the holes, make sure everything lines up. And then, yeah, there you go. I think it's, yeah, perfect. Close up of Megan's face. Zoom in, awesome. And now we'll put all of the bracket back on, put the pads on and the caliper back on, and we'll be back to you in just a minute. You got it? All right, so I forgot one crucial step, and that is recompressing these pistons real quick. I need to give it a little bit of compression before I put it in, I guess. And our goal here, come around. We need this to push all the way back. So stand over here. Hold that. So I'm gonna do this. And it slowly pushes it back in, as you can see. This one was a lot easier than the rear ones. And there you go, nice and flat and into the cup. And then we reverse it, because this thing is so weird. Awesome. And get it ready for the next side. And with that, we can put the bracket on and put the caliper on, and I'll be back to you guys in just a minute. All right, so we're compressing the brakes again on the other side. We had a casualty on the other side. One of the pins that's on the clip thing broke, so we had to go over here. As you can see, we have this. When we tried to tighten it down, it broke off. So we ended up buying more. So now we have a spare for either the top on this side or the top on the other side. We already used the one that we needed, the bottom one for the other side. So we're gonna get this off, we're gonna clean it off again, and hopefully this one won't be seized on, but I'm gonna PB blast it now so that while I get the bracket off, it'll be a little bit easier to get it off. All right, so she's gonna get this bracket. We're gonna bolt it down, get the calipers on, and then we should be all set to go, guys. All right, so we got the thing on. We had a little bit of difficulty, but everything is going well. We just got to get it lowered down and then put the wheels on and then pump the brakes a few times, and hopefully everything is gravy. And just as a reference, when you are torquing down your bolts for here, this is 20 pounds, and the ones that hold down the bracket here, those are 89 pounds. Or I might have it backwards. Yeah. Double check, make sure. But yeah, they look great. I gotta get these wheels on so I can tighten them down and get this thing balanced a little bit better. But once I have it on the ground, I'll take another shot of the video and we'll show you the rest. All right, so we got her on the ground. You can see the rotors in there now. It's nice and clean. It's the black rotors. She needs another wash after this, but yeah, I gotta pump the brakes a few times, and she should be pretty good after that. I hope you guys have enjoyed this tutorial. But oh no, I have to raise it back up again. Well, can you you can't lift it up. You see it's not attached?
I see.
Yeah. All right, well, hope you guys have enjoyed. I'll try to figure this out in a minute, and I'll take some pictures and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.
But it's always a surprise when, oh, it's always a surprise when the tide comes in, when the tide comes in. But it's always a surprise.